Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. For this one, we are just going to keep shuffling out cards from this deck for about 10 or 15 minutes just to see what comes through. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person, so if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. Okay, so for your first card, we have, remember that anger is sadness's mask. So I do feel like there are some pretty strong emotions or thoughts that you are having that need to be further investigated or analyzed. I feel like something that you're angry about, it's really just a reflection of some sort of deep sadness that was never addressed, that was never processed or healed. And whatever it is that this anger is, it's going to be totally different for everybody. But I definitely feel that your frustrations are trying to show you something, especially about your purpose. There's a reason you went through the things that you did that created this anger in the first place. I just had a burp, so it makes me think there's definitely something here that you need to release, some sort of sadness that you need to find closure with. We have the number 6 with adjust to your needs. You don't have to be hard on yourself. Take care of yourself. Other than what the card says, I think the number 6 is really encouraging you to love yourself through this anger, this sadness, or whatever pain it is that you carry. I feel like self-love could definitely be healing. And I also felt that you might need to explore healthier ways to express yourself, especially when it comes to anger. You may tend to take it out on yourself and your future, but you don't deserve that. I know a lot of people, they self-destruct thinking that it's going to get the universe's attention or bring them the answers that they need, but that's not how it works. The universe will help you, but there's like this meeting halfway type of energy. You heal and manage your inner world, and the universe will take care of the outer world and the rest. I think the only thing that you really need to be focused on right now is yourself, especially because you're being encouraged to adjust to your needs. You're allowed to put yourself first, to take care of yourself. We have song lyrics. It's called Dancing Dead. I just saw 420 by Avenged Sevenfold. It also has the number 29 on it, which comes down to 11, or the number 2 ultimately, which is a very clear sign that emotionally and mentally you need to find more balance, especially if you're seeking more balance in your physical reality. And I just saw 444, especially if you're seeking balance at home, at work, anything to do with your foundation. If you're trying to create a stable foundation, you first need to stabilize your emotions through having more control over your thoughts and your perspectives and how you look at yourself and the world and stuff. But the song lyrics say, and while the world that they built told them to change, told them to listen, they just kept it the same. This anger, this sadness is something that you have been, I want to say, like resisting or ignoring for a long time. And I just think that this reading is here to encourage you to address that anger, express it in a healthy way, of course, and really try to understand it instead of judging it, if that resonates. Let me think for a second. You may have been getting encouragement to embrace change somehow, whether from the universe, from someone that you know, from your intuition, whatever, but it's been like maybe a pretty long time, but you didn't listen. And maybe this reading here is to just, I want to say like point that out, but like not in a way that's meant to make you feel like ashamed or on the spot or anything. I just think that something is trying to reveal itself to you. Maybe your intuition is trying to tell you something, but you're not listening because you're so distracted by the anger, the sadness, the darkness. Maybe there's some sort of light here or a way out, an avenue that you either don't see or are intentionally ignoring. Okay, so we have the number 3 with creativity. It says want, movement, art, positivity, curiosity, excited, and happy. This feels like it's really confirming what I said about finding a healthy way to express your frustration and your sadness and all of these heavy, negative emotions, all of this darkness. I feel like you are being encouraged to channel that darkness in a creative or artistic type of way. And just like the anger, it's gonna, you know, your what creativity and art means to you is different for everybody. I do feel like the person that this message is meant for already knows what creative or artistic thing this is that you could invest in more to express yourself more. Okay, and for your last card, we have the 7 of Swords in reverse. It says, turn a new leaf, guilt, desire to reform or change, feeling smothered and chained down, lies, betrayal, and stealing to survive. This is definitely a card of dishonesty, but in a light aspect type of way, since it's in reverse. Usually upright, it's about deception and lies and everything. And when it's reversed, it could represent this turning a new leaf type of energy, which just is about being more honest with yourself. I think being more honest with yourself is going to help you heal and find closure with whatever this sadness is. I feel like there's this sadness. You might think that, well, maybe it was me, maybe it's my fault. But it does feel like there are elements here that you couldn't control, that you shouldn't be blaming on yourself. I feel like you could find a lot of liberation and freedom in allowing yourself to recognize and embrace the truth of not only how you feel, but also what you went through. Your anger is definitely trying to show you something. I feel like if you're angry, there's a pretty good chance that you didn't deserve whatever created this sadness. It could be related to childhood, could be something else, could be many things, and there's like a root or a source of where it all comes from. That's up for you to decide. I just saw 1010, so the universe and your spirit guides, they really do want to help you with understanding this anger, the root of the sadness. They want you to express yourself more, to put you and your needs first. And I feel like part of that is being honest with yourself. Maybe something you need is the truth, because you're not supposed to feel this pessimistic or angry. There's definitely some darkness here that's really clouding up not only how you view yourself, but also the world. This darkness is creating lies and distortions. So I definitely feel that being honest with yourself will really help you see things in a much more clear way, and it will also help you better understand where you're meant to be in life based on your own experiences, maybe based on your own upbringing or your own past. And I saw 111, and I almost saw 1111, but not quite. In general, that number for me is a message to trust yourself. Yeah. Maybe what would help is if you communicated with yourself in the same way that you communicate with others when they come to you about things that they're frustrated about or sad about. Maybe it's really time to just sit down and have a honest, raw, loving, kind conversation with yourself about the truth and what you actually deserve. And I saw 1, 2, 3, so the universe and your spirit guides want you to have a conversation with yourself for a reason. I just saw 1212, communication and boundaries. The universe wants you to communicate and set boundaries with yourself for a reason. If you wouldn't accept some type of treatment from somebody, you shouldn't even be accepting it from yourself. I think the universe wants you to have a stronger relationship with yourself, so that way you can have a life that is more peaceful and aligned with who you truly are and what you truly deserve. But that will be the end of your reading. I really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, the like button will show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it always makes a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.